Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tabby, and today I will be doing a how to take the stinky, yucky, musky odor out of vintage bags. Guys, as you probably can tell from my expression that I love vintage bags, don't get me wrong, but I cannot stand it when they come with vintage. Okay, vintage smells are one thing. If you're a vintage buyer, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. Like, vintage is one thing. A closet smell is kind of like another thing. Smelling like your grandma is another thing. But having a like moldy, musty, whatever smell, If you want to hear tips on how I got the smell out of this beautiful vintage bag, then keep on watching. All right, so I purchased this bag for Mother's Day. I put a video on it. It is vintage, and I purchased it from a reputable eBay Japanese seller. And if you want to watch a video on how to buy vintage luxury bags or items, then I will link that down below. But that's not about that. That is about this. So most of the time in their descriptions, they will talk about if there's a closet smell, musky or moldy odor. They'll say something about a smell. And if they don't have something about a smell, I most certainly will message them and ask. So for this particular one, it was a great price. I'm pretty sure it didn't say it had an odor, and if it did, it said a closet smell. And so that is fine for me because I have had a few bags where I was able to take the smell out of it. So when I got this bag, I fell in love because I love it. But I smelled it immediately when I opened the package. I could smell that there was an odor, and it didn't smell like the particular like closet smell or like a vintage smell or like and don't get me wrong, I always clean my bags when I receive them, whether it's pre-loved and like or vintage or whatnot. I always like clean it because I'm kind of a clean freak. So I do that, but the smell is another thing. So basically what I did, the smell was just so strong, and it smelled it a little like the closet smell was very strong, and it smelled a little like musky. It didn't smell moldy, which is a really good thing because if it was moldy, I would have sent it back. But it smelled like a little like just more than what I expected. And so in the past, I have used well, what do you know? Today I can't even find it. But I have used one of those like odor packs that I ordered on Amazon. And basically it's like charcoal, and you charge it in the sun, and then you put it in your bags or whatnot, and it takes out odors. I have done that in the past with bags that have like a slight odor, and it has helped a lot. And also, before I continue forward, if you look at like purse forums and Google like how to take out musky or like odors from bags, there's a lot of great tips out there, but these are the tips that I tried. I looked online, and then I thought of some, and then I had some subbies tell me ways of what to do. So that's how I came to this whole situation. And always do your research, and if you don't feel comfortable doing certain things, please do not do it just because I told you it worked for me. If it works, so do your thing. So I tried that with this one. I immediately put it in there. I charged my little odor removing pack, and I put it in there. It did not work. So I was like, okay, so in the past, what would I have washed bags before in the washing machine, but I didn't want to go that. That's like last resort. I did wash my Fendi Mama Baguette in black zucchino print in the washing machine, and please, I do not recommend it. I just got lucky. I took it out right away. I air dried it, and it like turned out amazing and clean. Do not recommend this, guys. No. Unless you feel like you want to, because I got it for such a great price. Anyways, and I know girls that have put in the washing machine, and like some of like, I believe Hey June, her like print like started leaking on her Dior Trotter bag, vintage bag, so don't do that. Anyways, I didn't want to go to that, but I love this bag so much I was willing to do it, and plus it's all nylon and a little bit of leather, so I felt like I was going to be good. Okay, so the next step is basically I put air freshening fabric, what is it called? What are they called? Dryer sheets. I put dryer sheets in here, and also with the odor remover, and sometimes that has helped. In that case, it did not help. So the next route I went to was that I would subby recommended putting essential oils on the dryer sheets and then putting it inside, and I had like a mint essential oil, and I put it in like the front little pockets in here. Obviously be aware they are oil, so they can leak on your bag. So that one I don't really recommend, but I felt comfortable. I didn't put very much, and I was willing to just try it for experiment for this bag. So I did put a little like drop of essential oils. I looked on the dryer sheet. There looked like there could be no like leakage or seepage on my bag, and I put it in, and it started like smelling like mint, which was awesome. But however, if you got closer to the bag, it just basically still had like an underlying tone, so you can't really mask it. You have to like fix the whole situation. You can't just cover odors and be like, okay, it's gonna be gone. You kind of have to like get rid of it. So my next step that I went to was basically sun bathing this bag. So I had the odor remover in there. I had the dryer sheet with essential oils, and basically I tried it out. It could, you have the potential of it fading. Again, guys, this is what I did. I don't recommend it unless you feel comfortable or you don't, you do your own research. So basically I put it on, I flipped it inside out is what I did, because I wasn't concerned about the inside, having damage or anything. So I flipped this bag inside out, and I put it on my deck with direct sun, and let it air out for like 30 minutes. And then I flipped it on its bottom, and I kept doing the thing for like, every hour or so. And just like, I was just hanging out outside anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. And then I was like, okay, I don't see any like change the next day. So the next day I did the same thing to the bottom part of this bag right here. And I just did a little like small area just to make sure that like things don't change color or sun damage, and I kept it only for a little while, like 30 minutes. It's fine. I flipped it over, did the same to the back and then the front, and then I also afterwards put it in the shade and let it air dry for the rest of the like get fresh air. And sure enough, like this bag smells so good. It does not have any odors whatsoever. It smells so clean, and I really think that it needed to just like air out. Basically, it needed to air out. It was just stuck in like a closet for so long, so it kind of got like like crusty and like yucky. So I would definitely recommend airing out. The sunlight, you have to be wary because it could fade it, but personally for this one it has not done anything, and I paid a really good price for it, and I wanted to do an experiment. So these are not necessarily like, it is tips, but again, do your own research. And yeah, guys, that is what I did for this bag. And I won't say that it's gonna work for every single bag. For example, so if you have like a Louis Vuitton bag that's like vintage and it smells, KW Shops does have a video how she got the odor out. I don't remember exactly what it did. I think she like cleaned it with a brush, but yeah, I wiped mine with like some cleaning wipes as well in the inside, and that's what I did. But you got to be wary of the vachetta, because it can patina and get really dark. So then again, you just gotta do your research, do your due diligence, and look in the purse forums, ask friends, ask YouTubers, and then decide what you want to do with your bag. This is a nylon bag with very little leather, so that is how I got the scent out of my Prada nylon mini backpack. That's what it is. But yes, that is it, guys. I know a few of you have asked on how I got the odor out of this bag. Oh, hello, Mr. Kitty. Hello. Someone made a little cameo. But yes, guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any advice on how you got odor out of your vintage bag, leave them down below, and just start leaving your comments, and also tell me what what didn't and didn't work and what not, so we can just all collaborate. All right, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.